Hi, everybody. Welcome back to that Eurovision site. As you can see, we are continuing our interviews, and today we're going back to Latvia for some more Supernova interviews. And today I'm joined by RAUM, who is participating in this year's selection. How are you doing, RAUM?
Hey, how are you? Good,
I'm
good.
doing okay. And yourself?
Fantastic. It's a Monday, you know. I don't know when you're watching this, viewers, but for us, it's a hectic
It
Monday.
it's a very, very hectic Monday. Okay, then. So, because we've literally just met, I wanted to start off with a quick icebreaker. So, my first question to you is like, what's like one thing about yourself that not many people know about?
Hmm. One thing about me, no, I'm not going to do it. But I guess something that people wouldn't normally associate with me is when I was a kid, especially, I was pretty big into church, and I actually was. I don't know how to call it in English, but I was one of the people that like assist the priest during
Hmm.
mass.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called in altar boy, maybe. Yeah, that.
yeah.
As a kid,
Mhm.
I was that for a little bit. It was fun.
And now we move on to different things.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So, for so after that, I just wanted to ask you because this isn't the first time you're doing Supernova. So I wanted to just ask you, how does it feel to be given another chance to
hmm
participate again?
Well, this is my second chance as myself as RAUM, and it's pretty cool. 2 years in a row. This is a continuation of last year's like project, I would say, in many ways. The song has actually like callbacks to the last year's song, and yeah, it's like a bigger, better, better approach, like RAUM 2.0 this year.
So a better version per
Yeah,
se.
like a
Okay, then.
big.
Okay, so that actually leads me to my next question because you're here because you're participating in Supernova. So, um, my question is, was it a hesitation to participate again when submissions open? Were you just like, yeah, let's just send another song in again?
Yeah, no hesitation at all. I was actually looking forward to it. I had a plan to do it like either way. You never know when you submit whether you're going to get in or not. But yeah, it was always the plan. When they announced the submissions, I did a songwriting camp with a few of my friends. Actually, the same. One of them was the same co-author I had last year, Daniel Levy, the same guy who wrote plans with me together. And yeah, no hesitation at all.
Okay, so you'll be participating with the song Fake Love. So I wanted to ask, what was the song about and like what the creative process like? Because obviously you're part of the
Mhm.
creative team for the entry. So I just wanted to ask you more about it, basically.
Yeah. Well, the song is about my favorite topic on planet Earth, I guess. When I'm writing songs about toxic relationships and stuff like that, I've grown up with emo pop punk stuff like that, and that's always been like a rich field in which to plow creatively for me. And yeah, and yeah, we did this like songwriting session together with the producer of the song, JJ Lush, and Daniel, who I already mentioned, and we came up with a pretty cool song. And this is not the song that I submitted. It's not Fake Love. We came up with a song called Bad Idea, and somehow I went home with the song, and I sat down with it, and it didn't really sit well with me. It was like more of an upbeat, positive kind of vibe. And then I kind of hunkered down in my own studio and came up with two more demos, one of which became Fake Love. And then I did a whole survey among my friends. It was like fake love won out in a survey of about 50 people in my own, like I had a WhatsApp group, and I did it was a whole thing. I had an Excel spreadsheet like counting the votes for each song. Yeah, so it was, fake love is the statistical winner, at least in my circle.
Okay, so is it more like you just needed that reassurance that it has to be fake love, or
Uh,
the
I
other?
I loved all of the songs. You know, when you create a song, you have to love it because it's something that you may. I wouldn't create it that way if I didn't love it. And I loved all three of them. And I, yeah, literally just wanted to know which one maybe catches more attention compared to the other two. I might release all of them eventually, or might give it to someone as well, because it was pretty close, to be completely honest. It wasn't like 100% for this song, but it was the majority definitely for Fake Love.
Well, if we get to hear those songs, who know? But
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully we do.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're very close to seeing you perform this live. Well, Fake
two
Love
weeks.
live. Yeah, 2 weeks. I wanted to ask you, when the audience see your performance, what message did you want to send out
Mhm.
to the viewers who are watching you as you perform it live? Like, what kind of emotions would you
Well,
want to give out with the performance?
we really try to like convey through visuals, through lighting and everything, this downward spiral that the song like talks about, and not like giving into your demons, but knowing what you're doing at the same time. And the like advice that I want to give through this song is that that people should not uh, stay in these toxic situations. It cannot be even a romantic relationship. It can be any sort of toxic situation where you literally feel or figuratively feel yourself being poisoned, whether it's that's something seeps your energy and doesn't give back anything, or stuff like that. Just to get out of that situation and move on and do what's best for yourself.
Well, I think everyone can use that advice once in a while. Okay, so moving on. Participating in Supernova would mean that you get the potential to represent Latvia in Liverpool at Eurovision. So what would it mean to you if you were given that opportunity to go and represent Latvia this year at Eurovision?
Oh, it would be amazing to step on that big stage, and it would be very cool to represent my country. I've done it like in the past, not on that scale, but I've been the like representative for Latvia, and it's a big responsibility to shoulder. I mean, if you do it badly, it can be hard to like even come back and then like face the music. In this sense, we've definitely had like artists from previous years who like didn't do as well in the actual show, and it's I imagine it's been pretty hard for them. But yeah, it's going to be a huge responsibility, and I'm ready to take it on.
Okay, so let's talk a bit more about Eurovision. Because this is a question that your fans would like to know. It's like, obviously, what's your first memory of Eurovision itself, and what are your favorite songs? It doesn't have to be from Latvia. It can be from
Sure.
other countries as well.
Well, my first memory is probably, as I imagine for a lot of people from Latvia, is the first time we participated. I believe it was Brainstorm, who were the first Latvian artists to perform. And I think "Fly on the Wings of Love" was the song that won that year. And to be completely honest, that is my absolute the first song that comes to mind when you say Eurovision is that song for me always. I guess it's a like a childhood memory type of thing. But yeah, I've loved a few songs since as well. Um, just from last year's, I don't think there's been a day when I haven't heard Snap on the radio. It was George's song, I think, right?
Armenia's song, yeah,
Armenia.
Rosalind.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Rosalind.
Armenia. Right, yeah, and I don't think there's been a day when I haven't heard it on the radio, which is very cool, and also like shows that you don't even have to win to win, you know. I of course, yeah, like Maneskin did also very well, but I haven't heard their actual Eurovision song on the radio nearly as much as Snap, for instance.
Basically, Snap is like it's like the proof of like saying that you don't have to win to be successful, because
Yeah,
Rosalind has like gone on to worldwide, basically.
yeah, you don't have to
Mhm.
win to win. So that's very cool. So
Yeah.
even getting on that platform, and even the guys from TES last year's Latvian representatives, also the song like became big on TikTok and was probably very good for them as well. So yeah, amazing platform. I would like that opportunity very much.
Well, fingers crossed for this year's competition. Um, Now we're gonna, as we said previously, like we're just literally like just a couple of weeks to the semi-final. How are you feeling about that part? Because obviously you last year you've done it, so is it more nerve-wracking going in the second time, or and now that you've had a chance to do it, you think,
Hmm.
okay, I know how things will go now. It's like I think I can just focus on giving a best performance.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a false sense of security, but I think I feel more confident going in the second time. Like last year was not my first live TV thing I've ever done, but it was the first solo live TV thing I've done. And coming back this year, I know that there's already stuff that I'm like not focusing on, letting my team focus on, or even just letting LTV, the producers of the of Supernova, focus on. And as you said, my main focus is a good performance. So that's what I'm really. If everything goes wrong, but I sing it perfectly, that's a good scenario for me. So
Um,
yeah, performance is king for me this year.
yeah, because I'll say I did watch your performance from last year. It was
Yeah.
amazing. And um, are we expecting the same type of vibe, or is it going to be completely different?
Well, I'm still gonna perform with my band, Davs and Nelly, and in that sense, it's going to be similar. It's still going to be like a live show band type of thing, but it's going to be more dramatic this year. That's what we're going for, and very like color coded. We're really going to like drown the image in specific colors at specific points of the song to underline the meaning even more.
Okay, well, we cannot wait to see the performance. Okay,
Me too.
well, yeah, so one last question before we end this interview, because this is a question I always ask everyone, is that it doesn't have to be from this participation, it can also be from last year. My last question would be is what's the one thing that you've learned from taking part in Supernova that you'll take with you going forward, whether the end result will be you going to Liverpool or just
Hmm.
taking part in Supernova?
You have to have a great team around you. Like no man is an island is I guess my takeaway. I knew that before, but participating in these in productions such as Supernova really drives that point home even more. So really for other artists and I want to like encourage them to build a team of people around them that they can trust, that are competent, and yeah, because the that's a really powerful thing that can help you move along.
Okay, well, that brings us to the end of the interview. I just wanted to say thank you very much for talking to us, Ram. Any last messages to the international viewers who are watching us right now?
I hope you have a safe January, February, and let's see you in the Supernova semifinals and hopefully the finals.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Ram. Ram is participating at Supernova with his entry Fake Love, which is now out on streaming platforms and will be participating on the 4th of February for place in the final on the 11th of February. Thank you very much for your time, Ram, and good luck on the 4th of February.
Thank you.